you just say something, 1010?
Sorry, no. And he walks away.
Jeez.
I think Adrian's the villain.
Does Tintin look down?
It's always been a
look
villain.
does Tintin look sad as he walks away?
Yes.
Yeah. So then Ruben's gonna go, but just because he's gonna notice that it's gonna make him feel uncomfortable seeing someone else look down. So he's gonna go talk to him. Hey, how's it? How are you? How's it going? Is the machine's not working again?
Of course it's working. Your friend's just an asshole.
Oh, I don't think you. No, Adrian's not. He's just, he's just poking fun, I guess. I don't think it's.
No, I don't think you know Adrian.
I mean,
I
of
know
course
your
I do.
friends, but...
Oh.
Well, I gotta get back to work. My dad's, he could be watching through that new window he put in.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I'll talk to them. I'm gonna have to go eat
window,
some nachos. So, but I'll save you. You can come have some if you like. I can save you some.
And he looks over at the table.
With that offer being made, you see Adrian going and just plopping into one of the chairs at the table where the nachos are.
He turns no thanks. And he heads back to work. See you, Ruben.
I head over to the nachos.
I look at Hunter. I'm like, oh no, everybody's coming. I'm gonna have to go and use some money to buy some more nachos because this is not gonna be good.
I'm not going to take the damn nachos.
No. I mean, we're all here, so I just make sure there's enough nachos for everyone. And since Feeny got the first, I'll get the next one. So I get up and I just go buy some nachos and order them so they'll be brought over to the table.
Okay.
There's definitely not enough nachos for all.
Riker, you see Adrian pull out a couple of bucks. Grab some sodas for us too. Tosses the money towards you.
That's okay. My dad gave me a bunch of money today for this.
A couple of bucks. So it was like 35 cents.
Well,
yeah.
No,
in a place like this, they're probably a buck. So yeah, a couple bucks.
Right.
Yeah. You get the next round. I'll get this.
I'll get the next round.
And you sit there and enjoy nachos, and we're gonna cut back to the 90s. And Ruben, you're sitting in the chair that you always sit in, have always sat in. It's actually worn from you. Like, it fits you.
It's like molded to my,
Yes.
To your butt.
Underneath it's
this chair.
Says Ruben's chair.
Anybody else that sits in it, just like they got to get out because it doesn't feel right.
Not comfortable, right?
Specifically molded to you.
And by the door, it's now night. You've been there for hours playing games and stuff. And you see a little robot walk by the door. And you haven't seen a robot walk by anywhere since before the flood. And it looks like the same type, a little delivery robot. But it doesn't seem to have anything in the little cover, the little case. And it just walks past.
Can I, as Susan walks, before it walks back, can I like walk up to it and like look at it like closer, like kind of get a closer look at it? Because we haven't seen one of these since, right? This has not been around in a minute.
Yeah.
Since the flood, right?
It's what? Since
the flood, right?
Since the flood.
Yeah. And you see it, it's walking down the street, and it's walking. It does something unusual that you have not seen a robot do. Robots, from your experience, when they have a purpose, they walk very methodologically. They just follow a pattern like it's a line drawn on the ground. This one, it walks into the shadows, and there's shadows created by the street lights and stuff. And when it crosses light areas, it seems to move around a little bit and then run through them, and then it hits the shadows, and it goes slowly, and it turns into an alleyway.
I'm going to, before, because I would follow it, but I would tell the group, like, remembering, like, you have to tell, like, not just to, trying not to be as his namesake, to be as, like, he's going to tell them, there's a robot, I'm going to go follow it.
What?
I don't know.
No, you
That
need to
means
follow
the
a
bot?
robot.
Yo, I won!
robots
Come
are
on!
I'm just gonna say this, or I'm gonna say that and just leave. So I'm gonna say like this.
No,
I'm gonna
I start
follow, and
following
that's-
you.
I'm
Hold
leaving
on,
already,
wait a
so
second.
I'm already
Riker's
going.
going right after you. Riker's going right after you because he hasn't seen robots since his dad's gone missing. So he looks at this.
Adrian
maybe
takes out another 10,
Oh.
leaving it on top because Adrian feels bad for being a shit when he was younger to 10-10.
Finny finishes the last couple of shoots and then, like basketball shots, and then goes runs after.
I look back at the screen. I'm like, yeah, Raiden's the best. All right.
Idiot.
It's solely just
Wait, and-
because you're using the broken control.
And as we're going, Room is gonna slow down because it takes L a while, right, to walk, correct? Like L walks pretty slow, correct?
Oh,
Is
no,
that fair
I'll
to
actually
say?
pull out a skateboard for this to
Okay.
not slow down.
Okay, cool. I didn't know L. I forgot that L can shred. All right, so yeah.
And you saw which alleyway it had turned down. So you
Ruben!
Where's the robot?
Where'd it go?
It went down. It went down this alleyway down here.
So I'm actually
And
gonna, and I'll even, I want to catch up to Ruben and actually get ahead of him on the skateboard and kind of just stop him. Dude, robots, since what's happened here, they're not safe, dude.
Riker doesn't care. He's walking right past. He wants to know what the hell this robot's going. What's it doing?
Well, you have all heard that robots, because they've lost access to controllers, if they're operating
Right.
for the most part, they just like walk in a circle, or they could inadvertently hurt you, by stepping on you or by an arm hitting you, or things like that. But you should just leave them alone because they're potentially dangerous.
No, you don't understand. There's things that
Follow
I've seen
Riker.
on. There's things I have to do. Riker!
I'll
Riker
go.
doesn't care what you're saying. He's following this thing.
Ruben was listening. Ruben was sitting in front, just kind of
You
nods
don't know
as
where
you.
it went.
So,
Only Ruben knows where it went. So you're following Ruben.
and Ruben stopped as L's talking to him. Like Ruben stopped and is listening.
Okay, you need to understand. I've
Ruben,
seen
where did
things
it go?
on the net. Shut up. I've seen
Don't talk to
things
me like
on-
that. I'll knock you around your ass. Which way did the robot go?
Just wait a minute. Let me fucking talk.
Talk after he tells me where it goes. I want to know
You
where it
need to
went.
hear this too, dum dum.
I know what you're talking about. I know how dangerous the damn robots are. I don't care. Which way did the robot go?
Okay, but L was speaking. So the polite thing we do, we need to let L finish, and then I'll tell you.
Dude, I want to know where the robot went. I want to know if it's going somewhere where maybe I might find something about my
Riker,
dad.
the quicker we let L
I don't
talk, the quicker
care.
we let L talk, the quicker you talk, the quicker I'll tell you.
I just told
So-
you what he's going to say. The robots are dangerous.
Do you want to know? Understand? Okay. First things
I
first.
want to know where the robot is.
There have been records, and there have been people who've been digging into this. Where some of them will actually attack people on sight.
Okay. I'm not going up to the damn thing. I'm just trying to see where it went. And now this thing is probably gone. By the time that you've taken to do this, and he's taking to tell me where it is, we probably can't even find the damn thing now.
Oh, is there a safe way to? Is there a
Tell him
safe
where
way to?
Just tell him which way it went, and I will talk to you further
Okay.
afterwards.
It went down, and he just points the direction. It went down that way.
Is there any sign of it at this point, Scott? Or with all this, has it gone?
Well, the alley heads down for a bit of a ways, and then it turns off to one side, and there's a drainage canal over there, and you see in the moonlight, the robot is walking along the edge of the canal in the direction of the floodwaters.
What's it doing?
I don't know, but I'm gonna follow it. Maybe it'll lead us to the people who went missing, or I don't know. Anytime I see anything that's not normal, what normal is these days, I try to follow it because nobody's telling me anything about my dad. What happened to him, where he went, if he got dragged away, if he died, nothing. It's just, I don't even know if he's gone. So I'm following this thing and seeing where it leads me. You guys don't have to follow, but I'm going.
And it's not
And I just start
it's not a
walking.
big robot. It stands all of like 2.5 feet tall. And it's mostly a box with 2 legs.
If I can't take care of that damn robot, then I don't deserve to be called Karate Kid.
She follows behind him.
Yo, Riker, you got to chill. You know what? Let me
Riker's
just.
gone. Riker's already going down the
I'm
alley.
like right behind you. Like, it's...
You're right behind me?
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
I'll chill when we find this thing. That's when I'll take a chill pill. I want to see where this thing's going.
And it walks a little ways, and you see what is an old robot charging station. And they were put all over the city. They're basically a pole with a plug that they would use to recharge. You haven't seen a robot use one because it seemed like there was no power to any of them.
Mm-hmm.
This one stops in front of it, and a little arm comes out and plugs in.
Well, that was anticlimactic. I just look at Riker and I gesture at the robot.
Are we all together? Are we all right here, or is ever?
Did you guys follow?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you followed. I kick off of the skateboard. Give me a second. Let me work my magic. I'm going to walk up to it as it's charging. Is the access panel on the back of this thing?
Yes.
Cool. All right, let me pull up the right character sheet for this, because this is actually what
I'm
we do.
gonna look around while he's I'm walking up too, but I'm looking around the area to see if there's anything that we're not seeing or anyone here that we're not seeing.
All right, I am going to do
This is a dark alley. This is sort of the edge of where people just don't go anymore because it's too close to the floodwaters.
I'm going to do a
And
tinker.
there's sandbags just a little ways down the road.
I'm going to do a tinker to see if I can't pop up in the back, and then pull out the path guidance chip on this thing.
So,
All right, so
make me a
Scott,
tinker
while he's doing that, is there anything in this alley that I can use as a club? Stick or something?
There's
Yeah.
like a little bar, that is broken off of like a store fixture or something where somebody closed down, and there's just
like a metal bar.
yeah.
All right, I'll pick that up and I'll stand by him in case this he's like I know it goes dangerous, as he was trying to tell everybody how dangerous they can be. I just want to have something ready to crack this thing open if it turns and attacks or anything like that.
2 successes.
Nice.
And you start to pry it open. It seems stuck, so you have to pry it. But you know how to do it without damaging the innards. When you touch it, though, it feels moist along the edges of the piece. And there's like a liquid on it that's sort of watery, but like a black water.
I'm not a fan of this. Things I fucking do.
And
I pop the angle just right to get the access hatch open.
And it opens, and this black water kind of pours out the back. And the robot turns to you. Hello? Who's there?
Is this model supposed to be able to talk?
They all could talk some. It has a terrible voice modulator, but it's very tinny and cheap. Hello? Who's there?
Running through, and I'm going to go ahead and do another roll for this for for a program, and I'm going to rattle off the maintenance reset code for a that a tech would be able to rattle off to put this thing into rest.
And you go to rattle it off, and the plug, it pops out, and it stops for a moment, and then it leaps into the water.
Oh, that's not supposed to do that. That's not supposed to do that at all.
No. And it's
Is
heavy
it-
enough, it just sinks.
Is the robot okay?
The robot's trying to prevent me from accessing it. And you just see just this craze, like, oh, I need this look in Adrian's eyes now. Is it sinking into the water,
Yeah.
or is it...
Hey, do you ever
You
meet
want to
anybody named
figure out where the
Reed?
thing went?
Wild? Yes, I want to figure out where it went.
Get it out of the water for me.
I'm not going in that water.
I'll help.
This is
So Ruben
black
will
water.
jump
Use
in.
your stick.
Ruben,
Ruben
no!
will ask. He'll hear L ask, and
No,
he'll.
stop. You don't
Like,
know
okay.
it's in water.
He's gonna
Can
jump.
someone
Like if
stop
he's that
Ruben from
close,
going
Ruben
into-
will
It's not going to be
I-
L.
We'll
We
go in
can
the
stop
water.
him. I mean, we can.
I'll
can-
try to. Yeah, I'll try to grab him
I'll let you
no,
guys grab
Ruben,
it.
no.
or Sarah.
You're not... Riker's replaceable. You're not.
Excuse
Oh.
you.
You know I mean it with love, and I don't actually
No, you
want you to
don't.
go in there for it. I do. That hurts.
Okay.
I get you weed on a regular basis. How dare you?
Well, how are we supposed to? If you wanted to get it, how are we supposed to get it now that it's? I mean, I guess we can.
I'm like,
Well,
can I also like grab a stick or something like a box or?
Yeah, there's a bunch
Okay,
of
cool.
old store fixtures left in the alley from a store that
And you
closed.
said it was like, how big is the canal?
It's about 4 feet wide, not very deep.
Okay, can I try to find like a long pole that I can like just like kind of put into the water to like stop it from like floating down the road? I mean the
Yeah.
canal.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I just like I grab the stick or the pole or whatever.
Yeah. First things first, Ruben, please don't... I wasn't expecting Riker to actually jump into the canal. I was just asking him to retrieve the robot. I was being a jackass by telling him to jump in after it. Please do not jump into the canal after the robot.
gotcha. Okay. I was just trying to help.
Nope. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Not the actual intent.
I'm staring at the water. I'm like, what's wrong with the water? What's
Why don't you jump in and find out?
Y'all know
dirty.
that the black
No, I can't
water
say
is
that to
really
him. He'd
weird.
do it.
Like, they've been warning,
Take off my
warning
varsity jacket.
everybody not to drink it. It could be potentially dangerous because this is leakage from the loop, and they don't know what.
Yeah.
Bet Hunter to drink the water, he'd do it.
Tina, can you make me
The original Tide
a
Pod challenge.
force
Drink
plus
some
body
water.
roll?
The loop water.
Sure.
Trying to.
Success.
there you go.
You
Nice.
you can't see it in the water, but you can feel something pushing against the bar.
Okay.
Find it?
Yeah, it's about here. She's gonna try to just like hook it into around something, try to like pull it out of the water.
All right. Looking around, Adrian's gonna like point out, "Hey, Riker, grab that one and see if you can't get in with her. I need to
Yeah,
get this thing
okay.
back up here so I can actually take it apart.
I'll
for
attempt
real."
to help as well with the other bar I have to try to pull it onto the thing.
Yeah, Finney holds it in place, and then the other two of you get, or three of you, however many, get more poles with hooks and whatever that you can find, that you eventually get enough things around you can kind of lift it or leverage it out of the water as a group. And when
Hey,
it comes
little
up,
buddy.
its
Three.
legs are still
Go.
moving, like it's trying to move.
This thing's still.
Yep, it's still trying to get away.
Huh.
Hey, little buddy, what's the holdup? What's the fire?
And in a muddled, watery voice, free me.
I mean,
Oh,
Oh.
you're one of those. Cool. How about this? Are you willing for negotiation?
It doesn't have an answer for that.
Cool.
I mean, can we just let it go or no? Is it wrong to let it go? Is it dangerous to let it go?
So no, well, depends on who you ask. Reality for this one, no. Some of the bigger ones, yes. Oh, I need to take you apart now.
I'm going to ask its name. Do you have a name?
Designation.
RS 159842.
All right, RS. Factory reset log, and I go to the day before the loop.
How are you doing this?
I knew that the one override code doesn't work, so now I'm going back to the manufacturer override code.
How are you?
Why are you trying to override it? Will it erase its memories?
How are you physically inputting it? I think
Are we able to get it back onto the land?
Yeah, you can get
Cool.
it back. You're able to leverage it out and get it onto the land, and then it just
hold
stops.
it down for me, with the access hatch back up.
Why?
Well, the access hatch you had pulled off.
Right, no, but I
open.
need the access port where I can reach into its insides up. So I want it face down.
Okay, so when you pull it up, Sia is on the back side and she sees where the access patch was. There is something organic in there, like gross, like fleshy.
Do
thing have
do
a slug?
Like it has something that was stuck in it or something.
Robots can't get slugs, right?
What?
I look into it.
And there's goo dripping out, like the black water goo.
Oh, that's fascinating. I'm going to go ahead and... Yeah, no, it's disgusting. I'm going to go
She's
ahead
the
and
one
find
holding
something...
it
Right.
with Riker, probably.
Is there a bit of broken glass or something sharp nearby?
What are you trying to
Go
do
in
to
the
this
alley
thing?
and see if there's something.
Yep.
Probably there's broken glass.
Cool. I'm going to very carefully cut around and underneath, and I'm going to roll a tinker to do this. To actually try to see if I can separate out this organic component.
Okay. So you cut, and a red liquid comes out, and RS starts trying to run.
What are you doing to him?
Ow!
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay.
I'm gonna try
No,
to.
I'm
Just
not doing
say,
that anymore.
ow.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that anymore. Do I see a position? So is this thing covering where I would normally put in the access code I want to put in?
Yes.
Dude, I just wanted to ask a question.
Yes.
Why are we trying to cut this thing up?
I'm not trying to cut it up. I'm trying to get to the point where I can get it to answer our questions. And I can't do that because of this. So now, okay, I'm not going to torture
Will you
it.
try asking it questions about the day of the flood and what it remembers?
I think that's what he's trying to do.
That's what I'm trying
Well,
to do.
We haven't
Kurt-
even asked it though. It might answer questions for us if we just ask it.
Excuse me, Mr. S. Can you tell us about the day before the flood?
Or the day of
Please.
the flood.
The day of the flood, please.
Give it the actual date.
Then I'll give him the actual date.
Yeah.
Okay. I was delivering packages all day.
Oh, where are we delivering packages to?
And it lifts, and he just says a whole bunch of addresses all over town.
Do any of
What
those
is the-
addresses ring the bell for me as
Or
like
any
the
of us?
mayor's daughter?
Maybe there may have been something delivered to a government office or whatever. Like it was just random packages all day.
Location, and I give the exact time of the loop flood. Precise location, this time period.
And he says point Alpha 62.
Can you give us that in a different definition as to where that is? An address?
So would I?
Could you take us there?
Would I? Good question, actually.
Yes.
Good on you, Ruben.
Yes,
We didn't hear.
I could take you there.
if you do so, we will let you go, and we will act like we've never seen you if we are asked about any robots experiencing independence.
Then follow. And it steps into the water.
Wait, can you follow on land?
Yeah, is there a more dry path?
Fuck it.
Point Alpha
Adrian
62
takes his metal foot
Wait,
first.
what did he say?
Point Alpha 62 is no longer dry.
Point Alpha
Oh,
is you on the loop.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Did you see any firefighters that
You
day?
were in Loop Central when it went down.
Did you see firefighters that day?
There was no fire.
But the firefighters were responding to stuff at the loop. Did you see them?
I saw no living people.
What did you see?
Please.
Please. My friend is correct. Please.
The water rise. People floating away. For most of the night.
What happened to you? Or did you saw people floating? What became of you?
I was charging at the time.
Do you know what this is growing in you?
I don't understand.
Organic component within machine. Purpose?
I don't know.
Can I like
Different answer. Okay.
can I look at the organic component and like try to ascertain if it was like naturally as a part of this robot or if it was introduced later?
It looks like it's just sort of stuffed into what was the access panel and just filling up the space.
Did someone put something in you?
I don't understand.
When was the organic component introduced to your mechanism?
I don't know what you mean by an organic component introduced to me. You are an
Oh,
organic.
When did your
no,
thinking
this stuff.
change? When were you able to start thinking for yourself?
Since the flood.
What I thought.
Wait. The flood made you smart? What is happening?
Man, I wish the flood
Oh,
made you
Slinger.
smart. Oh, Slinger. You know, do you think if we introduced him to enough of the water, he'd grow a brain?
I'd be worried if that ever happened.
I would be unstoppable.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would, buddy.
RS, did Dr. Lovelace interface with you at all that day? Or the 24 hours after?
Before the flood. It doesn't say Dr. Lovelace. It says Dr. Lovelace is, and it gives a number, like, and was employee number, blah, 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 and it rattles off a number.
I was like,
I did not have interactions that day with employee number and that number.
what about Engineer Schwartz?
Engineer Schwartz repaired my foot several days before the flood. And it says employee it says engineer in the name is employee number, and it gives a number.
Dr. Carl Yawson, and I list off my father's employee number.
I have not seen or heard from him since the flood.
Since the flood? What about before the flood?
There are records.
Where can we access those records? Archive depot location.
And he says, point Alpha 1.
I have a quick question. I know it's a robot. Is it making any gesture like that it's feeling uncomfortable? Like, is its speech pattern changing at all? Is it making any
Yes.
motions? Like, are we able to see it like its demeanor?
I don't think
Okay.
anybody else sees it quite like that, but you definitely see it. There's definitely a worrying. It has a sway that seems to give away like a nervousness.
Are you okay? Are you in trouble?
RS 1942 needs to charge before returning.
Returning to where?
Oh.
Point Alpha.
What does Point Alpha having you do? You have no deliveries.
I'm assuming reconnaissance.
It doesn't reply to the question.
Oh, are you going back to your friends? Are there others like you over there too?
And
We're not the police. We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to cause problems. I'm trying
So
to find
I
my father
reach-
who went missing.
I reach into my backpack, which has a spare power source for my leg, which uses the same kind of universal adapter mechanism because I built it from scrap robots. And I just offer it up to it. Here's a portable charge pack.
and its
This should
cable
give you enough
pops out.
charge. I hold it back just a bit. If I give you this, would you be able to lead us as close to Point Alpha on dry land as possible?
Yes.
I give him to him.
And he plugs in. And you can see he's just sort of sitting there. The swaying stops as it starts taking in the power from the pack. It'll take probably somewhere around 20, 30 minutes to recharge enough, a reasonable amount.
So
Oh, Savage. I
Yeah.
forgot. If we might get wet, I'm here. That CD you let me borrow. I learned a couple of the songs. Thank you. I give it back. I don't know if I didn't want to get wet, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know. So here you go.
Yeah, I think I have a emptied out baggie that I can keep it safe in. Thanks.
Down the
So-
alleyway, you see light, like moving lights.
Like coming towards us?
Yeah, from the other side, from down.
What
the
kind of
other way.
lights? Like flashlights?
Like
Police
flashlights.
lights?
Yeah, like
Like
flashlights.
flashlights. Is it normal for people to walk around with flashlights?
No.
I'm like,
You.
RS, is somebody following you?
Adrian, and when they charge, they usually shut down their functions.
he's in full shutdown mode.
I
Gotta
can-
hide him. Can we cover him up with
I'm
some
gonna
stuff?
go.
And
I'm
make
gonna
him,
say
like,
something.
I mean, we can
I'll
move
go-
him, right?
Pause.
He has a
How
portable
heavy
charge
is
pack.
RS? Because we've lifted him out of the water. How heavy is he?
About 60 pounds, 50 pounds.
Cool. Hey Hunter,
Hunter,
want
let's
to put
carry
those? Hey Hunter, want to put those muscles to work for me?
Oh, you
I
know
got
it.
Hunter, I'll help you with it. So
We're taking him to my basement. Come on, they'll be safer there.
can we get him from here to his basement, or do we have to go back down that alleyway?
You
How
don't
close?
have
How
to go
close
down
are
the
they?
Alleyway, but you do. If you're not going to go down the alleyway, you have to walk the edge of the canal for a good 2 blocks, and it's pretty narrow and tight.
We should just try to hide him real quick, and then just act like we're out here hanging out. That way, if they come out here, they just see a bunch of teenagers hanging out. Versus,
All right, cool.
a robot.
I say
Yeah, you go. You guys hide them. I'll go talk to them. You know, I do what I do.
That's unfortunately the best idea that you've ever had on her.
I guess Sia will just pull off her hoodie and cover RS with it.
Mounting things around RS, like just junk, like the,
Yes, they're
like the sticks we used.
they're like, what's in the alleyway? Like crates, trash cans.
Garbage bin?
Yeah, a lot of stuff from the store that closed. There's like fixtures, like furniture and
Perfect.
fixtures all over the alleyway.
Yeah. So,
And
yeah, we
then
can do that.
just-
I'm keeping my stick in case these people mean business.
I'm
Pile
gonna-
of rocks and just tossing rocks into the floodwater.
Yeah, I'm walking up to meet the flashlights as they're going to like try to hide RS.
I'm gonna pull out a cigarette and light it up, since this way I can just make it look like we're teenagers over here throwing rocks and doing shit we're not supposed to be doing technically.
And
Oh yeah, I'll just also.
You hear the charger every now and then. It makes a beep as it's charging. Doop, doop. Yeah,
I take out another charger, put it next to my leg, and I put that close to him.
It's a dead one, but it just makes it look like you have it going
Right.
on, right?
Right.
I'm going to. Can I sneak towards
Awesome.
where the
Yeah,
Uh,
there's an alley end.
where the lights are? Kind of sneak like, between Hunter and them, kind of,
Yeah.
if possible.
Yeah, make me a sneak. Sneak and
Um,
body.
ooh, as adults, I'm not good at sneaking. Okay, well, here we go.
What did Ruben
So
do?
it's gonna
Where'd he go?
be-
You guys see Ruben? He was
He's
here a
walking
second
up
ago.
the alley.
Okay, 7.
He's
After
probably
Hunter.
Actually, it's not
working
bad.
with Ruben. Oh my god.
Actually, okay.
hate
Ooh,
alchemy.
minus
Keeps
1.
fucking- Is there a way for us to change the timeout on alchemy?
I know it's
think
like
so, but I
every
don't know
like
how.
what 15 minutes. Yeah, it's real annoying.
I just keep the tab open.
Hey, Savage.
And
you want a
just
cigarette?
to remember, so it's like it's your skill plus like the attribute, so it's a body. So I add the attribute.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
You hear me, Savage? Since you want a cigarette,
Yeah.
it'll be $5. I'm just kidding. Here you go.
I got 1 success.
All right. So
Now, Karate Kid, we don't.
I'm
charge
just kidding.
each other,
I
we
gave it.
charge
I
you.
said I'm just kidding. I said I'm just kidding. Yeah.
you and
We
Hunter,
don't scam
you
each
and,
other. We scam the outsiders.
so Ruben and Hunter, you head over towards the alley. Ruben, you're kind of sneaking, and Hunter's kind of sneaking along with you. But you can tell Hunter's ready to stop sneaking the moment he gets to the edge of the alley.
I'll remain sneak because that was the plan. Like I don't want to be like just kind of sneak there and kind of just observe. So yeah.
So you
So
you get in,
I'll remain kind of.
all right. You get to that position, and Hunter, you see, you think 3 sets of flashlights kind of looking along the edges, over the edges of trash cans and stuff, and coming towards. They're about halfway down the alley at this point. I think you went down that way. What's
And what do I see? What do they look like?
well, you see the heads of the fronts of the flashlights, so you don't see them.
Okay.
You see the
I walk up. I'm like, whoa, watch where you're flashing that.
Slinger? And the flashlights go down to the ground, and you see that it's 3 police officers, and one of them is a friend of your mom's.
Mhm.
Not like that kind of friend, just a friend. What are you doing out here? This ain't a good area. And one of them, oh man, you're not.
You know,
smoking
just a
dope,
bunch
are
of
you?
teens
I can smell
up to
dope.
no good, but we're not doing anything bad. So wait, you said, oh yeah, you're my mom's friend. So wait, have you got one of my games? What's going on? What do you?
What's going on here? And they a couple of them point their flashlights down to the end of the alleyway and kind of.
Yeah,
You need to get out of here, man. It's not, it's dangerous out here. This is not a good part of town. Slinger, we got to keep that arm like in good shape,
Oh, I always keep my arm in check. Are you gonna be catching the game?
Why don't you make me a charm roll?
Okay.
Charm and heart.
Well, it's the one thing you're good at, Hunter.
Hey.
Wow, all those dice.
On the last
for
one.
Look, one's all that counts. One's all that matters.
Hey, Slinger, come on out here. Let me talk to you real quick. And he starts heading to the end of the alley that they had come out of.
Farther away from
I'll
us?
catch up with you boys in a moment. Slinger, let's go talk. And he puts his arm over your shoulder, around your shoulder.
Yeah, what's going on? What's with the search party? No,
Forget the search party. I can smell dope.
I was smoking cigarettes, just for the record.
Oh,
You weren't the only one smoking.
I wasn't. Look, I haven't smoked in a while, actually.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna. Okay.
No,
I only pull out cigarettes.
that was could be cops coming.
That was like
Oh.
back when we were out underneath the benches.
I thought right now he was gonna like.
Oh no!
I'm gonna be bumming a cigarette from Riker.
Oh, then he says, "Come on out. I can smell cigarettes on you. Did you start smoking?"
Me? Never. Watching the arm, watching the health. If I'm going to be leading the team, I got to be in tip-top shape. Just...
At the other end of the alley, you see two flashlights coming around, Ruben, continuing on. One of them disappears back to the other end with Slinger. But two of them are still coming.
So I'm going to wait till they get close enough and kind of just yeah. So I'm gonna wait till they get closer. I'm gonna pop out and kind of So as they come.
Whoa!
Oh,
scared the crap out of me.
I'm sorry. My parents say do this sometimes. I can be kind of quiet. My apologies. But yeah. But
you want to Slinger's
I'm
friends?
glad. Yes. I'm one of his friends.
Come on, get out of here.
I think so.
You guys need to go home. It's getting late at night.
But no, but I saw something though. I mean, you're the police, so you guys are supposed to be helpful.
Wait,
correct?
What do you mean you saw something?
I don't know what it was. I thought it was down this way, but I think I went down the wrong alley though. It was like I'm not sure it was farther away. Like I know it's those things we're not supposed to really talk about too much, but I'm not sure if it was one of those. Sometimes, I think I see some things. So.
And he takes out a pad of paper. What's your name?
Oh, my name is Ruben. I'm not me looking down at my name that I forgot. Burnham.
I feel like you in character you kind of did it. Like, my name is.
You go to Boulder City too.
Yes.
Boulder City High.
Say that again.
To Boulder City High. Yeah. So
yes.
So describe for me what you think you saw or what you saw. And you all hear Ruben talking to somebody just on the other edge of the alley.
And I'll make sure to talk loudly too. Like I'm gonna be talking like pretty loud. So yeah, it looked like like I said, it was kind of far, but do you remember how there used to be like those, like those robots, the ones that can be kind of dangerous?
Well, all the robots can be dangerous now.
Well,
sure.
Okay.
What kind of robot do you think you saw?
It was kind of like around my height. It looked like I said, it was far away, and it wasn't exactly sure, but it seemed to have that kind of the way they kind of move, that movement they have. It seemed to have that.
Did it have tracks or legs or wheels? How was it moving?
I think it had. It looked like it had legs. Well, what table? What did it have, Scott? What did it
It
have?
had legs.
Okay. Well, it was moving. I mean, I think less, but it was moving pretty quick though, so it was on wheels though. So I'm not, like I said, it was far away because it was the way that it was moving was pretty fast.
You said it was about your height. What are you
Oh,
about?
lost you, Scott.
5? How tall are you?
He's pretty short. Like Roman's like 5'7", 5'8". So like not short but not tall, like that kind of in between.
5'7", 5'8". Okay.
Mhm.
And describe what you. And while he's talking to you, the other police officer continues out the other end of the alleyway. His flashlight out. Yeah,
I'm
just
sorry
check-
about
check
this,
out back
guys.
there
My
while I
leg
keep
just
talking.
died on me. It's going to be at least another 20 minutes before it's charged enough for us to be able to go anywhere. I'm so sorry about this. I really am.
And the flashlight comes to the group of you.
Dude,
good.
keep it down.
Oh,
Dude, it sets
what
against
the
the
hell,
wall.
dude? Come on. That's bright.
And the flashlight continues getting brighter, and then it goes down, and you see standing in front of you a really big cop. What are y'all doing
Officer?
here by the canal?
Well, we were...
Our friend thought he saw something. We came down here to see it, and
My leg died, so I have to have my leg recharging now.
whatever it is he thinks he saw, it's not down here. Shit.
Beep.
So I'm just smoking while his leg is charging. And I'm 18, so it's okay.
And the rest of you? Just
mean,
following? You bunch of followers?
We were friends. Do you not understand how friendship works?
Like,
What are you doing out in this part of town? This is not safe.
We were
Is
over
there a
by the
curfew?
arcade.
it's like it's
For
not that
instance,
far from the arcade.
Have we done something wrong, officer?
Well, this is kind
You
of
can talk to my godmother, Detective. Now I gotta look her up. So now I'm about to pull a. Yeah, Karen Richards. Talk to my godmother, Detective Karen Richards. She knows who I am.
I don't know every detective in town, but I do know when I find a group of high schoolers gathered at the end of an alley, generally trouble's right behind that.
My leg died. My friend thought
Wow.
he saw something, so we were trying to go over it. It's not my fault that I forgot to charge it all the way up this morning. Come on, man.
What's that?
Technically, it is your fault.
I mean, fuck off. But
Just
what?
saying,
My
dude.
is he pointing toward the charging pack next to my leg that's getting my leg charged so I can
Charging to
move?
the lump covered under the jacket, or whatever you covered it with.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
we
covered
it
with my black hoodie.
Yeah, your hoodie.
It's the black hoodie, and then there's like all of the junk. So yeah.
You just come down here to give us a hard time. You have no real reason, but then you get to decide that we're up to no good because we're a group of teenagers. Bang up police detective work there, buddy.
Hey, do you need help looking for this thing? I mean, cause like my buddy
He's
Ruben here
still
saw
t-
where it went, and like my buddy Adrian here, he's wicked smart. I mean, I think we'll do a better job finding this thing than you. I don't know.
Hunter, shut up,
Are we
Hunter.
all together now? Are we all together
no,
now,
no,
Scott?
Hunter's Slinger's out in on the street.
Okay, I'm out on the side. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, he has you
Retcon.
separated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you're, and he's talking to you. So you went into the alleys looking for something.
That's what I got. Yeah.
Okay.
Friends.
I was following my friend who was very easily distracted. And we were all following our friend who was very easily distracted because we look out for him.
He's dumb.
Safety in numbers.
Yeah.
And he
With everything
reaches
going
into
on
his
right now,
pocket,
we weren't going to let him go off by himself.
and he reaches into his pocket, and he looks at. It looks like he has like a Polaroid or something, and he looks at the lump under the jacket, and he kind of goes back and forth between the lump and the photo. Can you pull that hoodie off that, please?
Pile of junk?
Yeah, please.
And I kind of just look towards Riker and Adrian.
What is this about?
Is there any sort of like light source in this area?
The flashlights and the moon.
And then the flashlights and the moon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's why it's not a good
Am I close?
town. It's pretty dark.
Is Slinger? Are we able to hear me and Slinger? Because I know I'm closer. Can Slinger hear too as this is going on?
You can hear Slinger at
Or-
the end of the alley, and you hear what's going on behind you as you're also giving a description of what you think you'd seen that is.
I think what Sia's going to do, she's going to turn to try, like, to begin to lift up the jacket, but then she reacts and pretends, but trying as convincingly as possible, that she looks down the canal. Is like, holy fuck, what the hell is that? Did you see it jumped in the water?
Yeah, like can I like launch my volleyball like off the wall and like
I like that.
into the canal?
Yeah, I'm over here talking to him. Maybe if me and Adrian are distracted,
Heckling him.
up enough, maybe
Right.
he doesn't see me throw the ball. I don't know.
Yeah, you can throw the ball.
What I want to do is hit it against the wall and have it ricochet into the canal.
Yeah. The walls
Okay.
aren't that
Would
far.
this be one of those group roll things or no? Was that for everybody,
What are we rolling?
or could they be with them?
Oh, helping each
I'm not sure.
So describe what you're trying to do collectively if it's a collective action.
So
Well-
we're trying
Okay.
to go. We're trying to distract the officer to think that what they're looking for that this robot jumped in the water about a
Right.
block or two
Yeah.
downstream from where
So-
we're currently at.
So what I'm trying to do is I don't know what they're trying to do, but I'm just trying to keep his attention on me to try to buy Savage as much time to figure a way out of this kind of thing.
Yeah, and I've been
But
doing the
my
same.
my goal is to keep this cop's attention mostly on me, even if I have to be a little bit of like the typical, street kid douchebag kind of thing. Just like, why are you always giving us a hard time, man? Like, we're just out here. We follow our friend down here. His leg messed up. Now we're sitting here trying to just relax and wait till his leg so we can go home. And then that way you can do what you're doing. And then when you hear the boom, what was that in the water kind of thing?
Yeah,
So
Yeah, I'm trying to like back up her claim by like making the splash in the water with the ball.
Yeah, I don't think it's a collective action. It's just a bunch of individual actions happening quickly.
Okay.
Sure.
okay.
So you throw the ball to the wall and then it goes in the water, and I mean the police sees the ball splash in the water, and he steps a few feet over to the edge of the canal to kind of look down. What? There's something down there. Hold on a second. He walks around you all.
Like, Savage,
Beep.
nudge that robot. Let it know we're,
Beep.
Nudge it.
So, all right.
Because you're both charged.
As the officer gets closer to the water, I'm gonna do a force move, and I'm gonna chuck my dead battery pack at the back of his head to knock him into the water.
What?
No. No.
And
Sir.
that's how the
Told
good
you.
prison.
I told you Adrian's the evil villain.
Adrian's the bad guy.
All right, Serafina, at the same time, she's gonna like pull a damsel in distress and be like, and like pretend to slip into the water in need of rescue.
When you see
Don't do that. Let's try mine first. Let's try mine first.
Yours is
No!
way worse.
Yours is
Yours is assaulting,
yours is assaulting
an officer.
yeah.
Maybe if it doesn't work, if it works, they're not gonna know what happened to it.
They're gonna know that a bunch of teenagers behind this man may have clocked him in the fucking head, and I'm gonna be the one to go down for it.
Yeah,
So
it's
no.
not gonna like he's not gonna go unconscious.
And from where Ruben is, the officer talking to you, Ruben, stops. Hey, she's about to fall in. Hey, she's about to
What?
fall in. And
Wait.
And Adrian, you're disconnecting the battery pack, and Finny suddenly looks like she's about to fall into the water.
Finny, watch out!
Do you want to go in the water or not go in the water?
Yeah, no, this is full commitment. Like she's going in. She slides in.
I'll try to grab her.
I don't think she can swim. That's not good.
And one
No, my girlfriend.
and the cop in front of you, Ruben, starts running over to the water's edge. The cop that was looking for down at where the ball had gone in starts running back. Oh shit, she fell in. We gotta get her out of there. Get her out of there. And they start reaching down, trying to get your hand. But
and yeah, she'll like
the water has a weird texture for water.
Oh gosh, she's like first reaction is
it's a little like baby
gosh.
oil, but it's like dark black baby oil water.
I turn to you, Ruben, since they're not near us, and I go, or no, I should probably be savage because I'd be like, I hope she doesn't grow one of those things that the robot has.
She's too pretty for that.
Yeah, she doesn't like. She'll try to hem up. She goes in thinking, okay, full commitment, and then it's like, ew, this is really gross. Get me out. Oh gosh.
And they grab you. The first officer grabs you, and your hand slips through because it's oily now. Feeling.
Yeah.
Oh shit! You got to get her. And the police officer, because it starts to widen a little further down, you see him actually lower, like, fully commit, and slides into the water to catch you.
Okay.
Oh my! This stuff's so gross. Come, get her out of here! And he kind of grabs you and kind of lifts you up, and you're slippery, so he's trying to lift you and push you up onto the. Oh.
Scott, while they're doing that, can we try to
Yeah,
get?
I was gonna say.
RS was RS
Moved.
15? Can we try to wake him up and get him moving?
Are all three officers over there
can
now too?
disconnect
Are all
them.
three officers?
Yeah, we'll disconnect him. Disconnect him.
I pop the battery back out. RS, go to, and I list off my address. This is a safe location. From there, we will finish negotiations.
And Hunter, you're back there, and the police officer,
Under the
he hears all this and starts heading down the alley.
I look and I see the commotion, and I'm like, "That's my girlfriend."
And the officer clears the edge of the alley. And then you clear the edge of the alley, and from the corner of your eye, you see the robot in the shadows, and then duck back up the alley where you were.
Mm-hmm.
And while that happens, I'm going to stuff some other stuff underneath her jacket, where her jacket was, so that way it looks like the jacket was just still sitting on it.
Yeah, I'll be like
There's
running
some-
with like the officer, and then like I'm practically dragging him. Like, we gotta save my girlfriend.
And then come help. And they're lifting her out, and it's hard to grab. I mean, they're grabbing her arms. They're trying to get leverage, so it's not just about.
Yeah, I'm grabbing like the middle of her.
And it's
and she wants to get out at this point, so she'll start kicking against the
Yeah,
current.
you can clamber up to the shore. A weird thing about the water, it evaporates very quickly, almost like alcohol.
Okay.
So even though it feels like water but kind of oily, it seems to evaporate very quickly when you get out of it. And you sort of lose that, and it leaves a little bit of a residue, but it's not slick like it was.
Okay. So like the
That's
officer
an uncomfortable feeling. And
is
the officer,
which is the officer who like pulled me out, or was it all like three of them, or?
well, it was two of them. One of them was coming up, and you were already coming out by the time he got there.
Okay, so like the big one that was giving us a hard time, I like throw my arms around him, and I'm like, "Oh, officer, you're so brave! I'll have to tell my dad, the mayor, about your bravery."
And he does one of those very uncomfortable pats on the back. It's okay. Do y'all need a
That
ride
was really
home?
gross. Are you okay?
I'm okay. You all right? Y'all need a
Yeah,
ride
it was
home or
just a
something?
big dingus going after my stupid ball. Ugh. Are you looking for a thing?
Yeah, and he looks over where RS 1942
RS-15
is, and there's just a pile of junk that Sia seemed to make sure was just enough shape to fit. Yeah. Yeah, we were looking for something. And he says, y'all need a ride or something? We got to get you out of here. I don't want to leave you back here. It's really dark out here. And, I mean, you already fell in once. You're going to probably want to shower or something, I would think.
Anyone that touched that water should shower immediately.
Please do.
Do
All
I
Yeah.
do I know
You
about
keep-
any of the I'm thinking about how to ask this question. So the dangers of the water, am I like familiar with it at all as
No,
someone
just been
whose
told
parent
it could be toxic. It could have germs. You know, there could be chemicals in it. Like, nobody really knows, or nobody says exactly what it is. It's just industrial waste of some kind, seemingly.
Yeah, she's like, well, I mean, we came from the arcade, so we'll be fine.
Ruben, on the ground right near you, you see that the Polaroid that the officer had has fallen to the ground, and they haven't noticed.
Wow, you're trying to make me a thief. Okay, but can I sneakily?
It's just a picture.
Can I sneakily? Can I?
Finders keepers.
Glance.
You can always hand it back to him
Because-
after you look at
Well,
it.
yeah. Did I? Okay, because I wasn't here when he was pulling it out, so do I even know that it belongs to him? Because I was over with the other officer.
Oh, that's true.
That-
You wouldn't have even known. That's right. You wouldn't.
So I'll
notice.
pick it up. I'll definitely pick it up. Kind of. I mean, I'll probably still do it sneakily, just kind of. It's his nature, but yeah.
You see him pick up the photo and start looking at it. And the police officers turn looking another way. All right, let's get them out of here. Come on, let's go. And the three officers start heading out. Come on, let's go. We'll give you a ride home. We got to get you out of here. It's just sorry that you fell in the water, ma'am. We'll make sure you get home safely, and your
Thank
father
you,
will be
officers.
appreciative, I'm sure. And Ruben is looking at the photo, and
What am I seeing? I'm just staring at it because I'm
You
just
are
curious
seeing-
because he doesn't know what it is.
you're seeing RS 1942, and it says it handwritten on it. It says, "Apprehend, do not damage."
And so, understanding the name and, and I wouldn't be able to know where. Would I be able to assume that it came from probably officers? I mean, if it wasn't there before, would I be able to make that?
Yeah, nobody says apprehend, but police officers pretty much.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to remember the look, how it was kind of like the look the robot had, and I'm just gonna kind of slide it into because it's molded in my pocket, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so I'm just gonna be thinking like, I need to tell them I need to not be flaky, so I'm just gonna put it into my pocket with that thought in mind.
Okay. And you get out to the alleyway, all of you, and the police. There's two cars there, and they say, "All right, climb in. You're gonna get a free ride in the police in the police cars. Give us your addresses. We'll drop you all off at home."
Riker,
Officer, I'll be
Riker, do you
fine.
want to?
I'd rather
I'm
walk home.
I'm exercising my right as an adult to
Hon-
decline this.
Honestly, my mom would be pissed if I showed up again in a police car, even if I didn't do anything wrong.
Same for my mom's boyfriend. So yeah, we're not doing that. Thank you.
I'll take a free ride. Come on.
Like a ride along.
Beanie, you should probably get home and shower.
Yeah, please do.
What about the two of you?
Yeah. So she just like grabs her stuff and
Ruben.
Gets into the car.
And,
Whatever, superstar.
what was your name again? Looking at you, Sia.
Ambrosia Lovelace.
You want to ride, or you gonna walk with your friends?
I'll keep my other friends company. Safety in numbers.
And Ruben, you want to ride with
I'll
Slinger?
I'll stick with my friends if that's okay.
All right.
The
Well,
jocks
get
take the
home. It's getting
rides. The
pretty
rest
late.
of us hoof it.
Yeah, why would I not get a ride?
All right, free ride for you.
So Slinger and Finney, you both, they open the door for you to the back seat of the police car, and they get you into the car, and then they drive.
I give them the address to Hunter's house.
Okay.
When they pull off, I turn to Sia and I'm like, "Great work there, good job, Savage."
Y'all had a hand in it.
Yeah, you got the robot out quick, so
Hopefully it does what Adrian said.
But I wonder what they are hiding.
We're always hiding shit.
I think I found something.
What you got,
I'm gonna
bud?
pull up. I'm gonna pull out I'm gonna pull it out. You said it's like a camera, correct? Maybe, I'm sorry.
The
It's like
Polaroid.
The Polaroid, yeah, Polaroid. It's about the Polaroid.
Definitely that robot.
I think, yes, with the same name. I think one of the officers dropped it.
Yeah, big guy. He had a picture. He kept looking back at that and then at her jacket where the robot was hiding.
Which I received my hoodie, by the way.
Yep.
That is important.
So, go on. So you have the photo, and you're looking at it.
Oh,
You want to apprehend it, but not damage it?
Do not damage, right?
Probably want to interrogate it like we did.
Oh, they probably want to do worse than what we did. They probably want to do what I was going to do before you guys rightfully stopped me. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Hey, Adrian, you said something when it first showed intelligence, like you knew that there are robots that are free thinking or something.
Oh,
Is this common?
well, you guys know what I do on the side.
Sell drugs?
The other thing
other
I do
thing.
on this, the
I
other
know.
thing I do on the side.
I don't know. I know.
Smart ass. Well, you talk to people. Sometimes they're Russian, Chinese, a couple of Korean people who I've talked to. There's a lot of talks going on about robots evolving, becoming more. And a lot of governments and bigwigs don't like that. They don't understand it. And they want to capitalize on it as the man likes to do.
Before I say anything else, I'm sorry for my attitude earlier. It's just anytime I see a chance to maybe find any information on my dad, I have to take it.
And I get that.
And I do know that these things can be dangerous. So I wasn't like planning on walking up and like trying to hug it or anything. Just I wanted to see.
I didn't think you were, but part
It
of
would
the
have been
issue-
hilarious to watch, though.
That would have been hilarious. You're correct. But part of the issue is a lot of these ones that are finding their sentience, they don't always have a good view of humans, and sometimes it's an on-site kind of thing.
Well, to be fair, I don't have a very good view on most humans either. So
I don't blame the robots.
At
but
least this one didn't seem. At least this one didn't seem to be, for now, violent or dangerous towards us. At least,
no,
so
and
that's
we'll see.
a good thing.
maybe by us doing this, we'll have some good faith with them.
Oh, we'll see. Because if we do have that good faith, they'll be heading towards my place right about now. So
Hopefully he'll show up. But if not, I can't blame him either.
I won't either. That said, I do have a particularly dank, fresh group of crops that have just got done aging. If anyone wishes to join me as I finish compiling my last little bit of code.
But is Finny going to be okay though? I mean, I know you said the water was dangerous.
She'll be fine. She got out quick enough. As long as she didn't get anything inside of her lungs, so long as she gets home and gets cleaned up right away, she should be perfectly fine. She might have a head cold for a day or two.
By the way, you should probably not let your leg get in that water, because what if that water is what's like putting the organic stuff on there?
Oh, hell no. It's not going anywhere near that shit. Are you kidding me? Fuck no.
Just saying.
Fuck no.
I mean, I want to, but honestly, I kind of bummed that it didn't see any. There's no information about my dad, so I think I might just go home.
There might be more information, because I'm pretty sure that this Alpha 1 point is the control room for the loop, which...
Your guys' parents work there. Like, can't you figure out what those Alpha points are?
Do you know how much they... Dude!
I don't know. My dad was a firefighter. Okay, like, it's not like...
I forget. You're the only one of us whose parents weren't affiliated with the loop.
Yeah, I'm also...
I keep forgetting.
Incredibly
So,
lucky.
you are, first things first. So, yeah, well, okay. In that regard, there are other things that are very unlucky, and I am sorry for, obviously. But there's a lot of things that, because of how the information was kept and segmented out, it's hard for us to put anything together. I mean, I can access my mom's credentials, and she was one of the heads of medical, but even that only gets me towards a lot of the public stuff. You know, my dad would have been able to get towards that main control center, but we know
Mom
where
was
he
in
is.
the biotech. I'd be able to get
Yeah.
anything through her stuff.
Yeah.
Biotech? Is that like kind of like what we just saw? Like
It's
organisms?
exactly like what we just saw.
Yeah, I'm not solely dumb.
I
A
didn't.
little bit of attention to bio.
I didn't call you Hunter.
No. No, but I'm just saying, like, I wasn't sure if I had that right. I wanted to make sure.
No, you have it right. It's that one's pretty much what it says on the tin.
All right. Well, you know what? My mom's working a double tonight. I'll come over to the crib. We should
Okay.
probably call Hunter and Feeney too once we get to your house, so that way.
Yeah.
I check in.
Yeah.
There's no way Feeney's going to go to her home like that.
Fuck
She's
no.
definitely going to go. To
Her
her
dad would freak the
She's
F
either
out.
on her way to my place already, or she's on her way to Hunter's place. One of the two.
So we'll call Hunter once we get to your house and let them know where we're at. If they want to come over, they can. Especially if RS-19 shows up.
Yeah.
Gonna come, Ruben?
Oh, yes, dude. Well, he looks at the photo. Yes, I mean, did you guys need any, would you guys need my help or anything?
Of course, we need your help.
So, also Ruben.
Yes,
I
I'll
just
go.
look at Seal like, I don't know, maybe.
Also, Ruben. This is
Yes.
not a required time. If you're done, it's okay to be done for the day at this point. A lot's happened.
Oh, I'm fine. No, I can be, no. If you guys need help, I'm good.
Okay.
But we'll
Give
go.
me assistance, I'm
and
good.
while El does his thing, you and I can listen to the soundtrack again.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just got some new speakers set up downstairs. You can run it on that. It's
Wicked.
premium.
Get that good bass going, yeah.
Back
Right.
in.
Well, I'm coming because father won't care about my disappearance. Let's go.
And my mom doesn't even notice when I'm not around. So, like I said, she's working a double, but even if she was home, she wouldn't even notice. She'd be asleep.
Hey, parental care, as I roll my eyes and start walking.
Yay. Drop my skateboard back down, click my foot into place on the board, and just start coasting down.
What about you, Ruben?
Well, yeah, no, so yeah, because I'm going to go, and as we're going to, I was thinking about eye out to make sure no one else, I don't see anything else too, just cycling for robots. When you see one, there's who knows, gonna be another one. So he's keeping his eyes open just for anything out of the anything else out of the ordinary as he follows along. So
I look back at the river and I say one more time, seriously, what are they hiding?
And you
Damn cops.
you get to Adrian's house, and you're all walking in, and Ruben, you're going in last. You notice on the light fixture at the at the end of the street, there used to be like a little glow around the charge ports, because they would use the light fixtures often as the charge ports. But they've been off since the flood. Well, it's actually on now. Like the charge port light, there's a little ring of light around it. And that you haven't seen since back then.
So Room will stop and he'll just be staring at it for so long time. He won't even come in. He'll just keep staring at it. Then he'll be like, "Oh wait, you guys."
Ruben, you good?
Yes, I'm good. But look. Why is this? I think we'll just come see this. Do you see this?
Limp myself out of the house.
I'll go with you, just so you're not walking over there alone. You know what I mean?
Huh. I don't remember there being an announcement about those charge ports being turned back on.
Maybe S19 this year?
I'd be surprised if because he's just a courier bot. I'd be shocked if he had the ability to activate those.
Who knows what independence means for them? They might be able to do things
really
that they
true,
normally do.
actually.
Well, is there a way to make it to turn it? I mean,
If you guys want, I'll walk a little bit closer and quietly call out and see if he responds.
Do that if.
Should we do something with this though? I mean, what if this is out of the ordinary? Wouldn't this cause attention? And maybe if he is here, then is that?
Well, I can do something about that real quick.
Okay.
Can I just go and just like disconnect the light the actual wire for the light, like leave it so it works as a charging port, but just disconnect the lighting element aspect of it?
You want, I can just throw a rock at the light.
You'd have to open it. You'd have to open the light fixture.
Right. Hey, Karate
Actually,
Kid.
no, you could just break the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The edge of the
Yeah, I
light.
was
You
gonna
wouldn't have
say,
to
I
open
look at it, I think about doing it the complex way. Riker, your way of doing it.
Yeah, get to break shit. What do you need me to roll, Scott?
Oh, you
Would
can
it be
just break
force?
it. You just
Okay.
force roll. Actually, the force roll. That'd be good to
Use
know.
the force. Kick me out again because I wasn't paying attention.
It
Damn
is
it.
so
Obnoxious?
Oh,
Yeah. All right, let's see here. For me, body 5, force 2, so 7d6 for this. So let me go ahead and do the. Let me see. Trying to figure out where it is again. I can't remember. It's right there, right?
The white knob in the bottom.
Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
As we're doing this, I assume Savage is out there with us. I'm just gonna ask Savage, what CDs did you bring this time?
Wow.
I got a new Metallica album.
Oh,
Scott,
You whack.
what
it
would
with-
happen if I? What would happen if I pushed my luck? Like actually, like because this is an hour roll. I did it earlier as a joke, but
So you swing at it and it doesn't break.
Damn.
I'll swing again if I can, unless I can, like I said, push my luck.
You can eventually break it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a lot harder. It's like a shielded glass on the edges.
So,
it was not as easy as you thought.
Can I try doing it first real quick? Give me a second. I'm loading.
I can't believe I rolled 76.
Well, not first. You could do it second. He's already failed at breaking it.
Right.
Hey, watch. You're gonna have like what 3 or 4, and you're gonna like roll 4 6s or some.
I mean, I have 5. I have 4 on force, 5 on force still.
Yeah.
So, again, used to be a punk. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a robot foot, which, if this works, is what I'm going to be attributing it all to. By the way.
Kicking it with your robot foot.
Yes, sir.
Spartan kick it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna push my luck, but I'll let you roll first, I guess.
Damn, that thing is hard. It is not as easy as you thought it would be. It's just a little thin ribbon of light around it, so it's really hard to kick it, and it's like tempered hardened glass or something around it, or
I feel like I'm hitting it with the bar. You're kicking it with your leg. Where it's like
Plastic.
ding, 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 ding.
Oh, God, I just light up a new cigarette.
hey, what are you kids doing out there? And you see one of the neighbors
Making
sitting on the
music.
porch.
What's it to you?
I'm gonna call the cops on you if you don't stop it. Leave that post alone.
Okay. Swing one more time.
Oh, and he gets up and he goes in. You hear him go in the door, and the what's it called? The aluminum door, the screen door opens, and then the other door opens and it slams. And you see him pick up a phone inside the window and start talking to someone.
Alright, let's go.
someone.
Go hide. Like run down the street and then come back around. You're screwed because this is your neighbor. So.
And back in the police
Well,
car.
can we all see him calling when we get back? Do we
Yeah,
all
you just see
them,
a silhouette of him in the window.
Okay.
I just walk over to him. So when the cops show up, this dude was crazy. We were just out back smoking cigarettes. And he's just grumpy because we had the backlight on and it was shining through his window, right?
Sure.
And back in the police car, you all are driven to Hunter's. And he said, and he gets out and he opens the door for you and he puts his hand out to help you out of the car.
Please tell me Hunter does it. Hunter takes his hand.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be such a Hunter move, though. Like they're like offering it to her because she's the one that's been through shit, and Hunter's like, "Oh, thanks, appreciate it."
Let your dad know that we got you out safely. Just make sure you get a good shower. You know, no harm,
Of
no
course.
foul, right?
Thank you so much,
I'm
officers.
Officer Campbell.
Officer Campbell, good to know.
Yep. Come on. Let's get you out of here too. Wait. Which one of you lives here?
Nah, this is my place.
Oh.
Don't worry, we'll get you all fixed up before you get back home.
Yeah, this is fine. Hunter's my boyfriend, so.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's pretty late. And you can see
Don't
his
worry,
parents are
my
home.
brain that's
Yeah.
churning. Is this a good idea or a bad idea?
Nah, don't worry. My parents will take Finny back home.
And he looks in the driveway, and there's a car there. And like,
Yeah.
all right, well, make sure she gets home safe. Have a good night, ma'am.
Good night, Officer Campbell.
He gets into the car, and standing out on the porch is your sister.
My
Oh,
My
I'm
sister?
sorry. I was thinking of Finny's. No, I'm sorry.
no.
Sorry.
I
You're
think
I was like,
Hunter's-
Hunter's
I was
an
like,
only
I'm an
child.
only child.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, there's nobody standing on your porch. But there's lights on the inside.
Yeah, I turned towards Finny. I was like, "Yo, what do you think that cops are after? Like, what's the deal with start hunting down robots?"
There's probably someone operating them. And they're probably think well, either the cops are behind the operation, or actually that doesn't make sense. They wouldn't be tracking it. Well, and she starts just pulling him towards the house. He's like, if we think about it, the robots are probably acting in a way that is unfamiliar to them. Like how Adrian was saying, I don't know, he was talking to it like it could, you know, like have sentience. And she looks at Hunter, it's like, do you know what sentience means?
Yeah. It's like smart and stuff. Yeah, I get it. I'm not that.
Not wrong. It's the best part of that.
It's like it's more than that. Plants don't have sentience. We do. She just looks at him.
Yeah, no, like the cogs are like finally turning. And I'm like, yeah, no, robots are not supposed to do that. I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so robots are
weird.
evolving and we don't know why. So yeah, they're probably freaking out over it, but don't want to tell the public because they'll freak out about it. She just like lifts her hair up. I need a shower.
Straight up Terminator stuff.
Yeah. Has the second one come out yet?
In the 90s.
Yeah.
I think
I'll look it up right now,
The
'cause
first
I'm
one
curious
must
too.
have come out already.
Oh, the first one was out by now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terminator came out in 1984. Terminator 2 came out last year in 91.
Hey.
Judgment
Yeah.
Day. So
It's like-
yes.
Yeah.
Still like the first one more.
Are you kidding me? Liquid robots? That's what we're dealing with, man.
She just shoulders her backpack and opens the door.
Yeah, I take the backpack like a nice boyfriend.
Oh, good.
Nice submissive boyfriend.
Well, there's no distractions right now, so it helps.
Yeah.
Back at Adrian's
Lair.
lair. You're all inside, and I don't know. Did you go inside? You staying outside? What are you doing?
Yeah, no, we would have went inside.
So we went outside. We went inside and down into the basement because it's a walk-in basement floor where my entire basement spanning room is.
Ruben might not have though.
I do have a cool question. So he said, so the guy said he was going to call the cops, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, in that case, I wait
So-
for the cops to come first with all these people to collaborate in my
I would-
story.
I would go before the cops if I could. I see him calling. I would want to go over there to try to talk to him before he calls the cops.
To
Because
de-escalate.
he just Ruben is worried, like, okay, there's a robot could be here. The cops want the robots. He's like, okay, this definitely can't happen. Otherwise he's not gonna be able to
Okay.
help the robot thing. So he's gonna go over.
So you knock on the door or something after they go in.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
open
Well,
the door.
yeah.
And the guy opens the door and he's got the phone in his hand. What do
Sir, I just wanted. Hi, my name is Ruben. I just wanted to apologize. I was making a little bit of noise out there, and I do apologize.
Well, your friends over there were making a ruckus. They were trying to. I don't know what they were doing, but they were hitting the light posts or damaging public property.
Yeah, sometimes they can be a little bit angry, like listening to some music like that, and so we do know that we shouldn't be damaging property, so but we've stopped. We're going inside. We're just gonna relax and listen to music. So, but we apologize. We're just
tell them
being kind of
to leave that stuff alone. Want to keep the neighborhood looking right.
Yes, I will. I promise. I'll make sure to tell them. And again, my
everything's
apologies.
Okay here, and he hangs up the phone. All right, well, get going then.
Yes, so good. Have a good rest of the night. I go off and
And
I
he
quickly
follows
scurry
you
back.
out, and then he goes and sits back in his rocking chair on the porch, looking at the neighborhood.
Those.
One of those old dudes.
Yep. He does have
Does
a
he-
cool Gran Torino in his car, though, in his driveway.
Bet he does. Bet he does.
Oh no! Did we just piss off Clint Eastwood?
Uh-huh.
No. You messed
No,
us
that
up.
movie hasn't come out yet.
Right.
We don't know.
We don't get that reference. You mean you mean the Western actor?
Right.
Right?
Play me Misty, all that kind of stuff. All right. So yeah, I'll quickly scurry back inside and just be like, I think he's not going to call the police. I think we are okay.
Thank you, Ruben.
What do you do once you go inside?
Well,
Then
I
check in with Hunter. Make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, I think the first thing I would do, like as soon as I get home, I would call up Adrian's. Pretty sure I would just
We
call
were
your
gonna call
home
you,
phone.
so.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So you go to reach for the phone slinger, and it starts ringing as you're reaching.
Savages.
I slowly grab the phone. Hello? Question mark.
What's your favorite horror movie?
I was actually gonna do that.
Oh my gosh, are you here right now? And I look towards the window.
No, Slinger.
You guys are like psychic. I was just gonna call you.
Oh.
What's going on?
Well, we just wanted to check in. We made it at Adrian's. I was Finny.
Finny's in the shower right now. Should we have you seen the robot yet?
No, but we had a weird charging station light was on nearby, but that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I mean we can drop by. That.
We'll just call back when Finny's all cleaned up. We want to make sure she's okay. You got her good clothes to wear, right?
Yeah. No, she has. Okay, question towards Finny. Would you have spare clothes at my place? I feel like you would. Since you don't go to your place as often.
True. Yeah, I probably do.
Probably have your Star Wars clothes here, right?
Yeah, I probably have my like comfy clothes.
Yeah.
It's a Darth Vader shirt and just like Yoda pants.
Yeah.
The best.
They're probably like handmade too, because they didn't have fun shirts back then. So
No.
Screen printed.
yeah.
Art project.
Yeah. Little art project.
So the group over at Adrian's are hanging out for quite a while, and then in the middle of the night there is a surge that turns out the lights for a moment, and outside you see police lights flashing, and
Just lights, no sirens?
yeah, no sirens.
And how
late
long has
at
this been? How long have we been here before this happened? Sorry, we just
Several hours.
okay.
Is the car just sitting there, or is it like moving, or where's it at?
It's a little down the street, and you see that there is a police car and a police van, and they are putting RS 1942 in the back of the van, and they're
That's a different
they're
RS, right?
They're
No,
unplugging
that's
him.
ours.
They
Oh,
unplug
no.
them first from the power, from the charging station, and then put them into the van. And they close the doors, and the police and the van turn and head out away from the street. And this is where we'll break.
Yeah.
All that work.
We should. If we would have broke the light, he would have been fine. Damn dice.
Maybe.
Well, and that's wild because that was 12 attempts on that fucking light.
It was
Yeah,
crazy.
you got 5 plus my 7. That's insane to roll that many d6. Not get him.
Yeah, I wish I was there. I would have done like the lead thing and gave you some extra d6s. I was like thinking out. I was like, if only I was there.
Yeah. I didn't think I was gonna. I was like, 7. I should get 1. That's the problem right there. Is I made a mistake. I'm like, I should get this. You can't think like that when you roll. When
Not
you think
with
like
this
that,
game, right?
yeah, you're gonna screw yourself.
Yeah.
But man, that was good.
But that means
gotta find
one
a way
day
to
you're
save
gonna get
RS.
like 3 or 4 on one of those rolls.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
That'd be insane. Could you imagine getting 7? Like just all 7?
That would be
I mean,
that would be crazy.
it would be.
Nobody
Nuts.
gets 7.
Yeah, that's when I become Superman for like 10 seconds.
Yeah. Super Dice Man.
Boy.
Dice man.
All right. Well,
I think. Sorry. Go ahead.
I just wanted to thank everybody who was here watching. We'll have this. I'll try and drop this onto YouTube by Monday, I think. I'm gonna try and drop them every Monday following, because I know Mondays are a good day for videos and podcasts and all that to drop. We'll see you next Wednesday. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye. Thanks for watching.